Welcome back. It is up front on eNCA DSTV channel 403. Just before the break, if you were with us, I was talking to Brand Africa Chairman Thebe Ikalafeng, and I've got him back online, and we are looking at how bad is the impact on Brand South Africa after this nightmare of a week that we've been through in the country. Thebe, welcome back. You were outlining earlier how the world is busy looking at us and the rest of the continent. Not a good picture. How bad is the impact?
Well, Dan, if you look at one of the key drivers of a country's nation brand or the image of a country, one of the six pillars of it are the people. And if you look at from the people, what it means, it speaks really about the culture, the values of the people. So this really told a completely different story about the values of South Africans in terms of who we are as people, how we respect our country, we respect each other, or lack thereof. So I think it's been terrible in terms of the image of the continent. But if you look on the other side, the other important side of what it takes to run a successful country, the impact on the economy, how South Africa is seen as a place to do business, South Africa is seen as a competitive place. I don't think that went down well at all. I mean, that's why you saw a company like Unilever has stopped advertising in South Africa during the period. Manufacturers have stopped manufacturing. So the global, the non-African businesses that want to come here asking themselves, is this a good place to do business? But forget the non-African businesses. Think about the South African businesses. If you go to Soweto, for example, go to Jabulani, Mankuna, who says he's lost 13,000 jobs and he owes 2 billion rand. He's going to take years to be able to repay that. I think it's been a traumatic impact on the brand of South Africa, how we are seen by South Africans themselves and how we're seen by the rest of the world, most importantly.
You've traveled to all African countries, all of them, including the disputed Western Sahara in the Western continent or west of Africa. What do you think they are thinking now? And some of them might have been reaching out to you this week. What kind of questions are they asking?
They're asking me the questions they started asking around xenophobia, around fees must fall, around Marikana. They've asked me the question, what happened? What happened to the promise of South Africa? This whole week I've received questions from pretty much everywhere else in the world. And they've said to me, what happened to you guys, Thebe? Where did you guys go wrong? And to me, that's where the problem is.
How do you answer that, Thebe? How do you answer it?
It's such a difficult question to answer, because you stand there and you shake your hand and you say it is not who we are. It is the few elements in the country that are misrepresenting who we are. But, we keep saying that about us. But to me, I always say, if I speak to us internally, I say to us, it goes back to a fundamental issue in the country, which is since 1994 when we got back the political power. We forgot an important part. What is the vision of the country? What values make us South African? We forgot that, yes, we had to fight to get this country. But what we forgot to do is now, after the fight, how do we now behave in rebuilding the country? Now we think that every problem is resolved by fighting.
Okay, finally, while I have you, Thebe, and very briefly, and you are a brand guru, and brands can suffer, but they can recover. You've just mentioned one thing, we need a vision. Can the recovery of South Africa going forward be maybe us coalescing around a common vision with appropriate leadership?
We need a clear common vision that everybody agrees and everybody believes in. We need a set of values that define who we are as people. But most importantly, with the leadership that we put in place, or the leadership that we have, we want them to be exemplary. We want them to walk the talk and not to speak English and beautiful English.
They need to connect with the people. Thank you very much, Thebe Ikalafeng. I call him Mr. Africa. He's a brand guru of the African continent. He's a founder and chairman of the African Brand Leadership Academy that he founded recently. There you have it. Big impact, negative. We need a new vision that we as South Africans can coalesce around for a better future. And we need strong and decisive leadership.